all of your equations are going to take that form. Well, remember that A is going to do two things. It could be a flip, maybe, or it could be a vertical stretch or vertical shrink. And then your H versus your K, recall that this is going to be a negative if it's right or positive if it's left. And then the K is going to be a negative if it's down or positive if it's up. So I'm going to screenshot this so I could use it for the next one. But this is going to be my basic format. So let's recall what we actually have. So my question says, I'm starting with that, okay. And it has a vertical shrink of 1/2. So it has a shrink, so that's an A, so it's going to be 1/2 there. And then it goes left 4, so it's going to be a +4. And then down 6, that means minus down 6. So let's just type it in my answer. Y equals 1/2, go to the right, so it's not in the denominator anymore, x plus 4 squared minus 6. Perfect. Anything about a flip? No. So it's done. Very good. My next one is very similar in that it gives me a graph and then asks me to draw to write my equation. But now it's not descriptions as words, it is an actual graph. So I'm going to pause and kind of recall what we talked about in the last question. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the line feature and I'm going to add my axes. So my axes is a vertical line at -2 and then a horizontal line at -6. So it appears that I went left and down. So then I would easily fill out, if I went left 2, that's a plus sign, so +2. And if I went down, that's a negative, so -6. So the last thing to find out is, did I flip? No, this isn't up. A flip would be going down, but I didn't do that. Okay, so no flip. Next up, I need to figure out, did I vertically stretch or shrink? So in order to know that, I need to know what is my A value. Now recall, 1A and 3A and 5A tell me my steps. So my step from, and the easiest one to know is the first one. So from my first dot to my second dot, let's see how I move. I'll make purple, why not? So from this dot to that dot, I go right 1 and then up 1, 2, 3. So I go up 3. So my guess is A is 3. Well, if A is 3, then 3 times 3 would be 9. Let's just double check. I write 1 and up 9. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hey, I went up 9, which means I had an A value of 3. Now, is it always going to be the first step? Yeah, kind of. Yeah. If we tell you that it's a quadratic, and the first step is 1 times A, then whatever the first step is your A. You do this check step just to check, but I know for sure now that it's 3. So filling out my answer, y equals a 3. 2, make sure you have the squared, and then -6 as my answer. Let's check my next one. So I'm going to try the same thing with that one. You can see I already kind of have the answer there, but let's do it again. So again, I'm going to recall what I have, that like those 3 boxes. Make sure you start with those 3 boxes. You can draw it out on your paper or go formative. Now I'm going to see if we can kick things up a notch, and I'm going to delete the notes here. We all know the equation. I'm going to give you the equation at the top of your paper, or hopefully it's on your reference sheet, and they are going to be 3 blanks to fill in what we have. So what do we have? The first thing we need to know is where is our new axis of symmetry and where did the x-axis move? So it looks like I went, now let's describe this. I went right 5, up 4, and I don't know what my a value is, but I also did a flip. All right, we call that a reflect as well, right? That's the fancier way of saying it, but I'll just stick with flip. It's easier for now. Right 5, up 4, flip, and then what's my a value? Well, it looks like I went right 1 and down 1, 2. So I went down 2. Well, if it's 1a, 3a, and a is a -2, 1 times -2 gives me my -2. So then 3 times my -2, and this is just a good check step, is -6. Well, do I go right 1 and down 6? Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, I went down 6, which confirms my a value is a -2, which matches my flip. I went right 5, so recall your notes. It's going to be a -5, and then if it went up 4, it went +4. So then my y is equal to -2a value, x minus 5 because I went to the right, square it, +4 because I went up. All right, let's try 1 or 2 more. You get good practice on it. Okay, number 16. So same thing, you can kind of see the answer. Don't cheat. All right, now in real time. So I know that I have y is equal to something x something squared and then something over here. I didn't put the box in case, it's hard to see the plus or minus. So let's fill out my axis of symmetry again. I'm going to start there. Use a line tool so it's nice and neat. Axis of symmetry is there. New x-axis is there, which means I went down 7, left 4. And then my a value looks like I went right 1, up 3. So a equals 3. All right, in real time, let's see how quick and easy it is to fill this out. A is a +3 because it goes up. It went left 4, so it's +4. And then it went down 7, -7. Y equals 3x + 4 squared -7. All right, try one more in real time. I think there's one more left. Okay. And let's see. Y equals something, x blank squared with a box. Okay. So the first thing I need is my line. I have a new axis of symmetry that went right 3. My x-axis went up 5. So I went right 3, up 5. And then my a value looks like I went, I flipped. Flip. And then I went right 1, down 2. So a equals 2. And actually down 2 means -2. And that matches my flip. So in here I have a -2. Over here I have a right, which is a -3. And then I have an up 5, which is a +5. Y equals -2x - 3 squared +5. And that is it.